Hello, hello. How are you? Okay, let's get this up. So today we're going to make this, well, a version of this cute card. Okay, it says it's waiting on me. There we go. Of this cute card. Okay, hi everyone, it's Karen with Karen's Stamping Place. There we go. How are you all? Today we're going to make a version. It's Karen. Oh, of this cute card. Sorry for the feedback. I always forget to mute myself on the computer. I don't know why. It should just be a habit. Anyways, we're going to make a version of this cute card. Let me point you down. Okay. And sorry about my arm. There we go. This is an overlapping flat fold. See how it opens? Just love this card. Now, I think she's so cute. I love this set. And I've got more coming with this set in the future. But let's get into, I'm trying to figure out where do I want to put that card? Let's get into making our next one. Let me show you. We are going to use the pattern paper from the Rustic Harvest Designer Series paper. And I just love it. It's so beautiful. All the different patterns. Some are black and white, which I'm going to use today. I really love the black and white. Hi, Melissa. Thank you, honey. Okay. So I'm using the acorns, which are black and white. And I just think they're absolutely beautiful. The other side is this, and that would be gorgeous as well. But we're going to stick with the black and white. Okay, so I have measurements for everything for this today. And I will be getting this up on my blog a little later. I don't know if I'll have it up there today or not, but it will get up there. All right, so I'm going to pull in my trimmer. All right. Now, one of the panels is going to be, and this is the right panel, 3 by 3.5. Okay. And we're going to use our trimmer and we're going to score this at a 1/2 inch because we want this to be actually 3 by 3. Okay. So we've scored that. I'm just going to fold it and then I'll get my bone folder and we'll burnish that fold. Okay. Now this one is actually 3.5 by 4 and we're going to score it 1/2 inch. So it is 3.5 by 3.5. Okay. So this is your cardstock layer. All right. And I'm going to set those aside. Now that's all we need the scoring tool for. So let me get that out of the way. All right, and put my bone folder away. So your card base is just going to be 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches. That's your card base. Okay, it doesn't open. You don't need it to open. Then you're going to have a white inside layer, and that's going to be 4 inches by 5 5.25. Okay, now we have our 2 panels, which is going to be hard to see because they are white, but when I get the layers on them, you'll be able to see them. Okay, so let me go ahead and do that, and that'll give us a better visual. All right, so I'm just going to take some adhesive and put that on my layer right here. Really doesn't matter. I don't know why I flipped it around. Doesn't matter, but you just want to give it that 1/4 inch layer all the way around. Okay, I'm going to move this just a little bit. I don't have that much adhesive, so should be easy enough. Okay, there we go. Pretty close. All right, I fuss a lot. Sorry. All right, the next one we're going to put on. Oh, and I should tell you this layer of Designer Series paper is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And this next layer, which is going to go on the bigger piece, is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Okay. And I'm just going to lay this one down. I think it'll be a little easier to get that on there. Then I don't have to fuss so much, right? I'm not fast at getting my layers down, that's for sure. Okay, so there's my 2 layers. Now, of course, this panel is going to have another layer on it, and that's going to be what we decorate. So let's go ahead and just stamp the inside of our card. And we are going to use the Hello Harvest stamp set. So I'm basically using the whole suite of product, okay? Well, I'm not using the whole suite. I'm using the stamp set and the die cuts. I'm not using this. I will be using the tray and the tweezers and all, which is a wonderful, even if you don't get this whole suite, I do believe this embossing additions toolkit, if you don't have one, you need this. It's awesome. Okay, so on the inside, I'm just going to use black because that's basically what the card is, basic black. Okay, and this says, "You're such a blessing." So I'm just going to stamp this about midway. Pray we get it straight. And there it is. It says, "You're such a blessing." Okay, and let me get my black ink out of the way. Now we also cut some pieces here. We have 2 of them that are cut at 3/4 of an inch by 4 inches. And they're going to just go across the top and the bottom. Okay. When I made that other card, I did use a lot of liquid glue, which now that I'm thinking about it, probably was easier than what I'm doing with the adhesive. So just a little hint there for you now that I'm doing both. Okay, let me see if I got it even. Yep, okay. And I just have to trim just a little snippet. That happens sometimes when you're cutting. Okay. Then I'm going to come over here. Hey, if you're on watching, go ahead and say hi. Let me know what you're up to today. Okay. Woo, sticky. Now I'm going to just do the other side. Let's make sure we got that on straight. It's a little bit crooked. Glue is hard to lift sometimes. Okay. All right. So there we have that piece done. Okay. So now I can take, before I do the front piece, I'm going to use my Stampin' Sil Plus, and I'm going to put it inside this flap here. Okay. And I'm just going to, it went off the edge just a tad. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it on this piece and I'm going to center it. Okay, I hope you guys can see that. I hope you can see that I'm centering it. I know it's difficult, white on white, but that looks really good. I really like that. I'm going to take my other piece now, my smaller piece, and I'm going to do the same on this side. I'm going to center it. Okay, I'm going to lay it down. And there you have your flaps. Okay, so the back has our white pieces. Hi, Julie. I thought I said Joan for a minute. Watching from Ohio. Thank you. Okay, so I'm just putting a little adhesive on the back to hold it to the card base. Okay. And so I put the Stampin' Sew Plus, so I don't have a lot of wiggle room. So I just have to try to get it where I want it the first time. If I wanted some wiggle room, I should have used the other adhesive, but that's okay. All right. So there we go. That's looking pretty good. I'm happy so far. Now we're going to decorate the front, okay, or the main piece. So like I said, I'm using my Hello Harvest. And I'm going to use some Versamark because I'm going to emboss in gold. Okay, so let me get my stuff out. Remember I said this is a wonderful product to have. So I'm going to first use my powder on my cardstock to keep the extra bits of gold embossing powder from sticking. Okay, and I'm going to stamp my pumpkin down here at the bottom as best as I can because it's kind of far away. All right. I'm going to lift it off. Okay. I'm going to just look real quick, make sure everything got covered in Versamark that needed to. Okay, I'm going to take my gold embossing powder and just kind of put it on here. I'm going to lift it up. And look at that. Isn't that nice? I always give it a flick. If a little extra gold got on it, it's not bad. You can just wipe it off with your finger. The nice thing about this now is I can take it all and move it down to the bottom. Okay. And then when I'm done, I can pour it all back in here. This just comes off with a twist. And then you can just pour it back in. And I'm going to finish that up in a little bit. So I just want to get on with the project and show you. Now I tend to be a bit messy, so I see I've got some powder out here. All right. So the nice thing also with this kit is these tweezers. They're very nice. So now my hand doesn't have to get hot while I'm embossing this. So I'm trying to get it on camera so you can see what I'm doing. Oh, you're so welcome, Julie. I hope you do try it. And if you do and do something different, please let me know. I'd love to see your card. Okay, so the nice thing with embossing powder is you can tell it turns when it starts getting really shiny. Okay, all right. Okay, and I can take my tweezers away. I love how these work. They're very nice tweezers. Okay, so I'm going to take my blends this time around. I'm going to start with the darker pumpkin pie. I'm just going to add in a little bit of color around each of these solid lines. Okay, and now I'm just going to go with my light color. Just go over those a little bit. Try to get out some of that darkness. So I really thought it would be fun to do some watercoloring today with this, but then I thought, no, I'll just use my blends. Maybe watercoloring would have been. I'll do that another time. I'll do some watercoloring. Okay. I'm trying not to go over the embossing too much. Just trying to hit the pumpkin. I think it tends to pull the embossing away a little bit with the blends with the alcohol. So I'm just trying to be real gentle. It has kind of given it another look. So I'll just be careful. And there you go. That's good. And then I'm going to do the stem. Love that embossing kit. Yes, Melissa, it's awesome. Okay, so I'm just going to go in and get the stem. There we go. All right, so I'm going to set this aside for a minute, and I want to cut out. So this kit also comes with dies. Okay, and it's always sticking. Okay, I want to use one of these little flourishes. Actually, it's like a little, like a stem on the vine. That's the word I'm talking about, the vine. Okay, so I had some paper over here, and it has since run away. I had twice, I've put Mossy Meadow over here so that I could cut this out, and twice it's disappeared on me. Okay, I'm gonna grab it. Yeah. Tearing down the joint. I wasn't thinking, y'all. Nice look at my pink shorts, right? Normally I turn myself off, but hey, I don't have to have pants on, right? I can have shorts on. It's hot here. Okay. Got my Mossy Meadow. Boy, I mean, I had it sitting right in front of me, ready to go. Oh, well, let's cut out one of these flourishes. Goodness gracious. Okay, ready? Here we go. Okay, let's get that out. And there it is. Can y'all see that? It's so tiny. Okay, let me show you. So sorry about my paper moving. I have another background, and it just doesn't show the cards as well. And so I'm trying to find a new background that works. So right now it's just a little loose, which I've got to find a way to stick it down, because I do think I like this background a little better. Okay, so I'm going to add this pumpkin right here. Not pumpkin, vine, excuse me. The pumpkin's there. This is the vine. Okay. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to add some dimensionals on the back. I'm not quite done. I do want to add a bow. And if you wanted to add other things, you most definitely could. I'm just trying to keep it simple. But doing a fun fold. Okay, so I'm going to need my bone folder to hold this down just a little bit more. Okay. Oh, that's so cute. All right, I'm going to use some twine, and I'm going to double it. Got to get over here. I didn't realize I wandered off so far away. Okay, let's see. My twine has a knot in it. I wonder, sometimes if you just pull them, nope, that's not going to happen. But that's okay. I can use that for something else. So here's, I'm going to do a double knot or a double bow. So all I do is I just loop the two pieces, and then I do bunny ears, and then I just play with it until I get it where I want it. Okay, so those are my two pieces down there. Let's see. It's kind of big. Pull those in. Tighten it up a little bit. Okay. I'm going to pull these in. Okay. So I'm just going to take some off at the bottom here, and I'm going to get a glue dot. Okay, there's that. Looking pretty cute so far, right? I'm going to do a little bit more. I want to put some gold dots on it. So these are our brushed metallic adhesive back dots. So I'm just going to take and pick them up. Let's see. That side's kind of heavy with stuff. There we go. What do y'all think? I love it. I love how it turned out. And then if you wanted to do more to the inside, you absolutely could. But I think this is just perfect. So now I have two fun folds. Goodness gracious, y'all. I can't even, I don't know what I did with the. Welcome to my stamping place. Karen cannot find anything today. I have cleaned off my desk. I swear it is clean. And the other card has floated away. Here it is. Oh, the catalog got it. Okay. So there's one card with a witch, which I love. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you, this gingham pack of paper is amazing. I absolutely love it. And then we have this one from the Hello Harvest. And I love this one also. Who wouldn't love that card? Thank you, Julie. Okay, everyone. I appreciate you tuning in with me today. If you haven't yet and you want to subscribe, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notifications bell so you will know every time I go live, which is normally every Thursday at 3:30. And then hit the like button if you like this card, please. That sure does help. And I am basically done with that. Don't forget to look at the weekly deals this week over on my Facebook page. It's Karen's Stamping Place on Facebook. And thank you for joining me. I sure appreciate you taking the time to join me today. Bye-bye. Let's see if I can get this done.